Good morning from Surrey, BC, near 64th Avenue and King George Highway. This graffiti is from last week. Jews run the store. Someone else is tagged above, worked for 2 Jews in my life. No complaints from me. Some guy got off the bus, walked away, then came back, was on his phone, said, "You better not say anything to my face about Jeremy." So I said, "Jeremy sucks even more cock than you do." I then said, "Go back to your country, you fucking brown-colored piece of shit." And I gave him the middle finger for 10 seconds, and he wandered away. Jeremy Nathan Dyke used to live in this town. I don't know where he lives now. He lived in Newton in the building right next to mine. In that building, Lisa Baines, a resident there, was murdered. Jeremy Nathan Dyke, a Haney HA cocaine dealer, lived in the same building, and he used to brag about his gun. Mrs. Baines was shot dead with a gun. An eye hit has not eliminated Jeremy, the violent man with known problems with women beating them, as a suspect. Also, Jeremy threatened me once with a baseball bat, and another time with brass knuckles. The time he threatened me with the brass knuckles, there were 6 witnesses, 2 on-duty BSF security guards, and yada, 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 yada. He also sent death threats to me on Facebook, Jeremy Nathan Dyke did. Jeremy is a white-haired man who uses oil to his hair, changing it to a shit-colored brown. That's the piece of shit over there who threatened me. And look at the cowardly little guy. Jeremy and this guy, the little blowjob bitches. Jeremy is 55 years old, can't even drive an automobile. And he was fired from van cam, this stupid, coked out, drunko faggot. Hope someone kills you before you make it home, you pathetic piece of shit. Meanwhile, there's a rally today in Aldergrove, at the Aldergrove border crossing, by a group called Stand United Canada. They've had some news reports about their rallies. Basically, they're against the Carney government. Some people there are against Bill C-9. Some people are pro-convoy. I'm not pro-convoy, but I'm against Bill C-9. Anyways, they're holding a rally. We're supposed to meet at 176 and 4th Avenue, then head to the Aldergrove border crossing. And according to their websites, they have rallies planned all over Canada today. So I'm going there most definitely I'm going down to it. Like I say, I don't know these people, and I've never been to one of their rallies. Left-wing EB and right-wing Polyev, if you want to call Polyev right-wing, both agree that the TFW program in this country needs to be scrapped or majorly revamped. And I totally agree. I've been talking about this issue for years. And finally, Polyev and EB agree with me. I took a walk earlier in the darkness when insomnia was bothering me. So one policeman on patrol, nothing for the policeman to do. I saw no crimes, nothing suspicious at all. And since then I've heard 2 or 3 sirens. There goes the ambulance blasting down. Who knows what it is? Could be an old guy having a heart attack, some guy having a 7th drug overdose, someone fell downstairs, who knows. I signed the petition a couple of years ago for paramedics to get a pay raise. I'm glad I did. It's a stressful job, obviously. Very important. guy with the Mustang convertible waved hi to me as I walked by. The guy with the Go Sol 1, which I thought meant Go Sol as in the Strategic Arms Limitation trucks, waved hi, made a little fist sign, which I recognize as friendly. Rock on. Have a good day, whatever you're doing, buddy. Some guy loudly was saying here he wanted me gone from this place. One of the residents, I assume, said HA was sending someone to talk to me, specifically Surrey HA. Heard the same thing in Hope. When they finally sent the HA guy, I told him and the lady causing the problem, she was the mother-in-law. She was living at 449 Water Avenue, Hope, BC. She was making threats to me, saying I was selling LSD. Total lie, never sold that drug in my life. And saying other things. So I just told them both to fuck off, and I never had the slightest peep on them again. I'd walk up by their house, call their daughter every name in the book, and they'd just sit there silently. You're the one who started the problem. My very first day there, the guy who owned the house next door came over and was demanding my landlord evict me. Hello? Like, I don't think so, buddy. They were an HA family. I occasionally saw visitors there. The one guy was on his phone talking about how much money Joe Mulligan was going to make. Anything involving Joe Mulligan and money is a complete lie. Just trust me, the guy's a born loser. When I worked with him at Versicold, we weren't Versicold employees. Me, Joe, and Dave all worked through a temp agency called Best Personnel. Joe was fired from there for, among other things, calling the owner a fat, stupid bitch. And he was also claiming to be selling drugs at work. I saw him try to sell drugs at work, but never saw him get any customers. In fact, he would be sometimes yelling at people, I can get you fired. I can get you fired if you don't buy my drugs. The guy was tied for lowest paid employee with me. I'd temped with Best Personnel 7 years. Those guys were 3. Anyways, they got fired. But Dave would be talking at work about I got a 50 grand settlement from Superstore when they got rid of me. Like, no, they didn't. You only worked there less than a year and they gave you 50 grand when you worked in the meat department? No, they just got tired of your slowness and your drunkenness and your unshaven, slovenly ways. I was at recovery days in New Westminster. Only 2 people were obviously messed up there, and one of them was Dave Mulligan stumbling around totally drunk, though. Complete idiots. Dave and Joe are on Facebook. It's a public Facebook. You can look it up, Joe Mulligan. And he's talking about people at a New Westminster pub picking on him and his brother. 604 Tribe is saying that someone's going to put a butcher knife through him. Dave told me at work their best bar friend in New West died of a fent overdose. I wish Versicold well. I worked there on as a temp basis with them and other clients for 7 years. I got treated fairly. Like, I'm not saying it was a dream job or anything, but it's the type of job where the full-timers, some of them worked there for like 30, 40 years. And I wish them well. And Best Personnel too.